Hello there. The UK has signed yet another trade deal, this time with Ukraine. Cue Remainer tears. Firstly, please subscribe and like this video to give my channel a boost. And I'm always uploading new content, so please do check back daily. And a big thanks to my Patreon and PayPal supporters. This'll cause some pro-EU gnashing of teeth. Yesterday, the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson and President Zelenskyy of Ukraine signed a political, free trade and strategic partnership agreement. Now, Ukraine sits at the north end of the Black Sea and has a direct border with Russia to the east. Belarus lies to the north, while Poland, Slovakia, Hungary, Moldova and Romania lie to the west. Ukraine exports ferrous and non-ferrous metals, fuel and petroleum products, chemicals, machinery and transport equipment and food products. It is also a big importer of natural gas, and in 2019 was third down the list of uranium exporters around the globe, behind Kazakhstan and Canada, according to Statistica.com. This new agreement, said a joint statement, will strengthen the political and trade ties between the two countries. The statement went on to say, Boris Johnson and Volodymyr Zelenskyi have signed the Political, Free Trade and Strategic Partnership Agreement to strengthen UK cooperation in political, security and foreign matters with Ukraine, while also securing continued preferential trade for businesses and consumers. This agreement, when brought into force, will allow businesses to continue trading as they do now after the end of the transition period. It delivers the same level of liberalisation in trade, services and public procurement that businesses currently enjoy under the existing EU-Ukraine Association Agreement. And it underlines the UK's support for Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity, as well as both countries' commitment to strengthening democracy and human rights and deepening the security relationship. In 2019, UK-Ukraine trade was worth about £1.5 billion, with the statement going on to say that top UK goods exports to Ukraine were aircraft, medicinal and pharmaceutical products and cars. The UK imported from Ukraine £177 million worth of cereals and £182 million worth of iron and steel. Boris Johnson said, "The UK is Ukraine's most fervent supporter. Whether it's our defence support, stabilisation efforts, humanitarian assistance or close cooperation on political issues, our message is clear. We are utterly committed to upholding the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Ukraine." The strategic partnership agreement we signed today signals the next chapter in our relationship. It's a chapter that will bring increased security and prosperity for both the people of the UK and Ukraine. The agreement comes into effect at the end of the Brexit implementation period and covers broad cooperation in a number of areas, including commitments to cooperate on peaceful conflict resolution, defence and security, climate change, human rights and people-to-people links. And it is the first comprehensive strategic and trade agreement signed by the UK since the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office, the FCDO, was formed. The Trade Secretary Liz Truss said, "Free trade is an incredibly powerful agent of economic growth, opportunity and human progress. This agreement enables our two countries to continue working closely together, both on a political level and in the field of commerce. Thanks to this deal, the aircraft, automotive and pharmaceutical industries can continue to thrive and support jobs in Ukraine and across the UK." The statement also says that UK Minister for Trade, Ranil Jawardena, will also sign a Memorandum of Understanding with Ukraine that will identify sectors that could benefit from UK export finance support and help increase trade between the two countries. The priority sectors highlighted are defence, agriculture, infrastructure, energy and healthcare. This comes as UK Export Finance resumes cover for British exports to Ukraine and can now provide up to £2.5 billion worth of support in order to stimulate UK exports to the country. That's another trade deal that we were told by the anti-Brexiteers that could not be done because of A. Brexit itself, and B. because of those so-called international law-breaking clauses within the UK Internal Market Bill, neither of which seems to have upset the Ukrainians that much. In fact, The Guardian reports that the UK is willing to provide a large lethal weapons contract to Ukraine and a £1 billion loan to help Ukraine's Navy build new ships capable of use in the Black Sea, according to a senior aide to the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyi. Andriy Yermak, the head of office to Zelenskyy, also warned that the suppression of post-election unrest in neighbouring Belarus posed a potential direct threat to Ukraine and said his country was seeking assurances from the European Union and the UK about helping to safeguard its security. This is quite a big strategic move by the UK. Wonder how many more are in the pipeline. So far, says the government, the UK has now signed or agreed in principle trade agreements with 50 countries. This includes the UK-Japan Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, which was agreed in principle on the 11th of September 2020. Total UK trade with these countries was worth £144 billion in 2019. Do you remember the anti-Brexit lobby pouring scorn on the UK getting even one trade agreement? And when the UK government said it would get 40 of them, they scoffed. Bet they're not scoffing now. I bet they're wailing and crying into their soy milk. Moving on. I did a video a while ago on the Boris Johnson's search to fill a new post, that of spokesperson for the Prime Minister. Something that would mirror the US approach, where the feisty Kayleigh McEnany takes the US fake mainstream media on and generally leaves them floundering in her wake. Just check her out on YouTube. Anyway, the new UK position was filled yesterday by former journalist Allegra Stratton. She's worked for The Times, The Independent and The New Statesman, and has been the political editor of the BBC Two Newsnight programme, national editor for ITV News, and also co-presented with Peston on Sunday. So she might know a thing or two about politics and how to present policies. She is now the effective face of Number 10 and the UK government, so expect to see her being wheeled out to face the press on a very regular basis. And she'd better know those lockdown rules inside and out, as they change on a minute-by-minute basis. And as she's the face of the Boris Johnson government, she might find her former press colleagues quite abrasive and combative when using their gotcha questions tactics on her. Now remember that this is, as far as I can tell, a Dominic Cummings-inspired post, so I'm sure that Allegra Stratton will be no pushover when it comes to these facing the press sessions. We'll just have to wait and see. Personally, I hope she can do for the UK what Kayleigh McEnany does for the US. But this is the UK, and we're a bit more reserved here, aren't we? Anyway, if you want to hear more from me, please don't forget to subscribe and also press that little bell or you won't get any notifications. And if you want to see more of me, buy a mug with my mug on it by following the link in the descriptions box below and support me on Patreon or PayPal. So what do you think about this UK-Ukraine trade deal and our new spokesperson? Please share and comment, and thank you for watching.